Okay, we will get started with class now. Everybody. All right, welcome back. We are on ACI course 12, part 3 of A Bodhisattva's Way of Life by the incomparable Master Shantideva. Class 6, question 1. Lynn, you want to read?
Yes.
Please read.
At this point in the text, Master Santideva moved from a major discussion of one kind of emptiness to another. The distinction between the two is the answer to the natural question raised in our minds when we begin to examine the emptiness.
Examine.
Examine.
Yeah.
Examine
Yeah, good.
the emptiness of any object, especially ourselves, states the question and roughly describe the two kinds of
Describe.
describe.
Yeah.
The two kinds of emptiness.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I don't know. Ourselves and our parts? Probably, right? I think so. Me and mine, ourselves and our parts. Kangsak tang chu. Yeah. Yeah. Read this.
When we understand that we are only a concept
Concept.
imposed concept
Yeah, good.
imposed on the collection of parts by force of our past karma.
Past.
We be past.
Past.
Yes.
Past.
Past.
Yeah.
Karma. We begin to wonder whether the raw data itself is also a concept imposed on its our past.
What? No. Ugh.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
skip. Kangshak? Not Kang.
Kangsak.
Don't read that. Don't read that. Read this.
Yes. Just is we begin to draw the distinction between the emptiness of earth and the emptiness of our past.
Hearts.
Past.
Hearts.
Parts.
Yeah, good. Okay, now I'll read this.
Yeah. Thân sắc he.
Yep.
Đắc she. Yes. Đắc she. Dân tốt dừa.
Tak.
Bắc dứa. Dinh Nam.
Yeah. Nam is a question. Nam makes it a question. Kansaki Dakshi, the individual which is the basis for imputation, the thing that's being labeled. Is it the case that it's also it also has labelings of its own? Something like that. Yeah. Is it being labeled upon as well? Is the thing being labeled upon made of labels? Uh, I'll do these. Kansaki Dakme. Um, the lack of a self of an individual or person. And Chiki Dakme, the lack of a self nature, right? To the parts of a person or things in some cases. Okay. Good. Who's next? Mike.
Hey,
How you doing there?
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Ready for some Tibetan in the morning?
Sorry to get you out of bed. Read this.
Okay. When you focus upon the whole, such as the body, why do the parts or raw data, such as colors and shapes of the body, seem to exist out there, really, independently on their own?
Yeah. Why?
Because we are forced to view things deceptively based on our past karma.
Yeah, because we have an innate belief that things exist self-existently. If we're not actively examining a particular thing, then it seems independent and existing on its own until we switch our examination to that aspect and can use our intellect to ascertain that it is not that way, right?
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. Read this.
Because at this level, we are only perceiving these parts with a conventional or deceptive perception without examining their real nature.
Yeah, exactly. Read this. Very famous.
Mat- Matak machepar
Yeah.
tanyepe che me drup.
Te, Teme, like Tema.
Oh, tse, yeah. I forgot about the thing.
That's fine. Oh, what the flag? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called a Sahlak.
Tahak.
Yeah. A Ta flag. Yeah, Sema Tak Machepa.
Matak machepa.
Yeah, it's very famous. It means if you don't think about it or examine it, meaning, do I have a hat on? Matak Machepa.
Oh, isn't this a logic term?
Yeah, it's a Mighty Mika term. It's around. Yeah, Mike, do I have a hat on? Matak Machepa.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking. I have a hat on. There's a Zoom call. But if we talk and we che, do I really have a hat on?
No.
No, it's a projection. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Yay! How many questions are there?
So
Holy
many.
cow, Ron. Oh no, trying to eat breakfast. But this is more important for all sentient beings. All right. Marianne is smiling. You read.
How does the process of going down in levels through the parts and the parts of the parts and so on work as a method to establish that things are actually empty?
Yeah, how does that work as a method?
Because you realize that there is no ending to parts.
Correct. Yeah. So there is no self-existent basis because after you do that like 8 times, you realize, wait a second, logically this goes on forever. Therefore, there could be never be a self-existent basis to anything, because for anything to exist, it has to have parts.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Great. Read this.
When we look for self-existent raw data, that is the object which we projected onto, we don't find anything and thereby establish in yet another way the truth of emptiness.
Yep, exactly. Try out some uchin.
Tanie, takpej, takdyn, celwej, cenamanie. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanye, the labels, tak, that are labeled, the images that are labeled as labeled, tak again on an object. Um, if we look, manye, we never find um, uh, th we never find a. I don't know what this says here. There's never a time when we find it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's never a moment when we find some self-existent basis if we look. Something like that. Yeah. One of these implies self-existence. I guess is Tane. Mm, yeah. Mm, maybe not. All right. Good job, Mariana. Who wants to read? Daria. She there? She fell asleep. She couldn't take anymore. I understand, Daria. Maria Ivashenko.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Maria. Please read.
What do we tend to think of as the ultimate raw data for each of the two great divisions of a person? These are the same as the two things which lower schools of Buddhism believe have some existence from their own side.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we tend to think of as the ultimate raw data? What is the ultimate raw data?
Atoms?
Yeah, atoms and moments of time? I don't know. Atoms and time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, atoms? Yeah, and time. Okay. Maria, read this.
Mhm. The atoms that at any given moment make up what we call our physical bodies.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tukje, sok, pay, dul, ra, rap.
Yeah, good. Dulcharab, molecules or little itty bitty things of the collection of our body, our tsuk. Tsuk is collection, tsukpa. All right, read this one, Maria.
The stream of present moments of awareness that over the lifetime make up what we call our minds.
Yeah, good.
Shepe te ke Chick, May, mm, Yoon, Gyun.
Yeah, gyun. Yeah, the stream, the gyun, of Kechikma moments of Shepa awareness. All right. Both of these can be destroyed in arguments in about 20 seconds. You want to hear them? I, I I can't field questions, but I'll explain it. Uh, okay, I need a straw. I need a victim. Mike, you give me a victim real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, you be science. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Are things made of atoms?
Yeah.
Yeah. So different elements are defined by their atomic configuration.
Correct.
That's called the periodic table.
Yes.
Right. So you need different atomic configurations to make up different elements.
Right.
That's what makes iron different from hydrogen.
Correct.
So you need the whole atom to make up different molecules that make up different elements.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already lost. Okay, so you have to have a whole atom to make up an element, right?
Oh, no, no, no. You only have what makes up that individual element.
Okay, fine. You need the atoms to make up that individual element. Yes or no?
Right.
All
Yeah.
of them. Yes or no?
No.
You don't need all the atoms in iron to make iron?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, so you need all of them.
All the atoms in iron to call it iron.
Right. Okay. So when you look at iron, you see all the atoms in iron.
With a microscope.
Oh, yeah, sure, with a microscope. With a microscope?
Uh, I don't think so, actually. You can't see
Perfect.
them all simultaneously.
Oh, so you don't believe in science either?
No, well, we just can't explain that. We don't have an answer for that yet.
Perfect. Mike, you're perfect. Good. Yay. Meaning, if you look at a thing, you never can see the whole thing. So if you need all of it to make up the thing, how can you say the thing is consisting of all the parts which you can never witness? So you never have all the parts to call it the thing. So how could it be the thing? And if that's the foundation of all your chemistry, of all substance, then it's impossible. It can't be the thing that makes iron iron. Got it? All right. Time is similar. It's just you can't hate if it's a present moment, then there could be no movement. And if it's instances that make up present moments that you break up, then how can they ever connect if they're broken up into individual parts? So then nothing could ever happen. So both are impossible self-existently. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just read this one. Thanks, Mike. Um, why don't either of these two kinds of raw data exist? What we imagine as the most basic building blocks of all physical matter, atoms, are only a projection onto smaller parts, each side of the atom, and so on endlessly. What we imagine as the most basic unit of awareness, the present moment, is only a projection onto its start, its duration, and its end, and so on endlessly. Meaning, it is possible to have iron. Obviously, I have a car on a bike, and it has iron. They have iron in them, but that iron can exist self-existently. All right, all right. Anna, can you answer?
Yes.
Ui.
No, we did the Anna Hana thing. Hana! Fine, Hana. What really
Yes.
then provides the raw data of all existence for every level of mental or physical objects? Hana. What do you think? Hana? No? Okay, anybody else? Come on, it's always the same answer, please.
Sí, vamos, sí.
Thank you, Loan. Seeds. Hey, listen, if you don't know the answer in ACI, just write seeds. You're probably right. Okay? Yeah. Projections forced on upon us by our past karma at every level. All right? Past karma means seeds. All right. Tui,
Yes.
are things therefore less real? How can this be confirmed?
I don't know.
What? Are things less real because they're empty? Yes or no?
Mm.
Ah, anybody?
It's
Today.
real. No.
What? Are they less real? Yes or no?
Yes. No. No. It's real.
No, they not less real.
No, it come from seed.
How can
Yes.
this be confirmed?
Well, we can go and stand before the car that's driving and see whether it will hit us, right?
Yeah, go into the projection of the taxi cab and walk into the projection of the street and the projection of Manhattan and projection of Midtown and the projection of midday and see if the Uber driver doesn't take out your projection of legs. And then you have projection of a hospital bed and a projection of a big bill.
And no legs.
Yeah. All right. Yay. Here we go. Read this, Mariana.
Not at all. We can confirm this through our direct experience of pain or pleasure, for example, by standing in front of a fast-moving taxi cab.
Yeah. Listen, things aren't real even though they're empty. Things are real because they're empty. All right? Don't say, well, even though they're empty, they're real. Okay? All right? Buddhism's true. Yeah. Okay? No. They're empty because they're real because they're empty. Are they empty because they're real? Maybe they're empty because they're real too. Okay. This is it. Okay, these questions, these are it. This is the whole point of ACI. These few questions right here. All right? This class is the highest teachings on Madhyamika, right? Uh, there's Madhyamika for Diamond Cutter is the first one, and then these are the two, three, and four. Okay, these are upper middle way classes because the next class is logic. The next class after that is Lojong. Next after that is the art of interpretation. So this is it. All right, and this is chapter 9 of Master Shantideva's master work on how to get enlightened. All right. And it's summed up right here. What is the whole point of looking at the world this way? Of course, I froze right there. What is the whole point of looking at the world this way? Why is this the only worldview that works? Somebody answer.
Because only this worldview allows you to break out the cycle and no other way.
Yeah, what's
Like
the whole?
because things are like that, you
Okay,
can.
what's the whole point first?
We can plan this to create everything we need, and we can create Buddha paradise
That is the whole
by
point.
planting seeds.
Yeah, you both said it. Okay, Mariana said the second one, you said the first one. Good. The whole point is to become enlightened. Why is this the only worldview that works? Because even I don't know why I keep freezing. Even if 1,000th of 1% of your world was self-existent, you couldn't become a Buddha. Because if even a thing wasn't self-existent, the whole thing is self-existent, right? Or you'd have a Buddha paradise with like one self-existent, like annoying thing there, I guess. Look, paradise, angel body. Um, I'm gonna read this. We can do good deeds, plant good karmic seeds, and create a Buddha, paradise, angel, body, perfect mind, compassion, reach the end of suffering, births, aging, illness, and death, as promised by Lord Buddha and Lord Jesus, by the way. All right. If anybody was paying attention while they were killing him. All right. Number 9. Yeah. This is the last question they ask at the end of the Geshe course. All right. Just before you get your Geshe, they ask you this. All right. After like 25 years of work, they're like, by the way, why will suffering ultimately be eliminated every living being?
Because the truth is stronger than lies.
Yeah.
Or something like this. I'm not quite
Then they throw their
sure.
hats up. They're like, ah!
How...
Then everyone throws their hat up, their Geshe hat. Then you have to go look for it. You're like, wait, which one's mine? Oh, read this, Maria.
Because its root is a misperceptions of the true nature of things. Being a misperception, it is totally inferior to and powerless compared to correct view. It's ultimately powerful antidote.
Yeah. I think it's crazy. It's like a dream. Like, your dream can seem very long. People have dreams that seem like they live a whole life. Really? Have you heard about this? Some people I have a friend who had a dream. He was in prison for like 5 years. And he woke up and he's like, oh crap. Like full on, like lived the whole thing. And many people have had these experiences. Like many years go by in a dream. I read this one story, he fell down in the snow and then he had a dream. I think he got married and had kids and had this whole life. And then he woke up and he was just lying in the snow and like 2 minutes had passed. Okay. Sansara is like that. One day, poof. gone. And it'll be like, oh my God, what was that? Okay? Soon. Duk nel gi cure no gior cure pe nun pod ne lok la chinchi lok te shuk pe tenzin menpa tela nyenpo top nyen ye pecher. Uh, the what causes suffering is a nature to things, nupe neluk, which is chinchilok, completely backwards. Shuk, shukpe tenzin, and the power of thinking things exists from their own side. Menpa is inferior. Tela, so in that regard, Nenpo Top, the power of the antidote. Um, what is this? Ngen. Lngan? What is that? What? I don't know what word this is. No. Trying to have breakfast. Hold on. Something's wrong. Oh, is it den? Oh, it's den. Ugh, that's why. I was like, this not it's not even a word. Nen's not a word. Good. Den possesses the power that the antidote possesses, you bitch, because it's inferior to the power the antidote possesses. Okay, I got it. I was like, what the heck? Tas on the bottom look like ngas. Okay. It's the second most mistake made in our books by the typists. It's very hard to tell. Like I just got tricked. Okay. What's the most common mistake made in a Tibetan input text? Come on. Pa and pa. Okay, because it's like if you scratch out one little part, it looks like the same thing. All right, you don't care. Number 10. Who wants to read? Hong Sun, who missed English class. You read.
Yeah. What discussion does Master Shantideva use as bridge between his two discussions of the two types of emptiness?
Yes.
Wow.
What discussion does he use? I don't remember. I don't remember. Does anyone remember? Uh, I don't remember. What is it? Oh, read this song, son.
Uh, in responses to a question of the opponent, he asked, if beings are empty, then who is that we are supposed to feel the compassion towards?
Yeah, Master Shantideva's logic is beyond me. You're like, what?
Mm.
Hmm. That's what he said. Okay. Oh my God, one last one. I'm reading it. I'm gonna go have a snack. Name and describe the meaning of the names to each of the three kinds of compassion presented by Master Shantikirti in his classic meaning commentary upon Arya Nagarjuna's root wisdom. Yeah, Master Chandrakirti wrote two commentaries to Arya Nagarjuna's wisdom. One is a commentary on the meaning, and one's a commentary on the words. Uh, so that's why Geshe says meaning here. All right, I'm reading it. Compassion which focuses upon things, Chula Mikpa Ningje, found in the mind of someone who understands that the suffering beings their compassion, Ningje, focuses Mikpa upon La, are changing by the instant. People with this compassion are thus able to stop their tendency of seeing the person as unchanging and whole and independent. Unchanging, takpa, whole, chik, independent, rangwa chen. Very famous. Because of this, they are able to stop their tendency of seeing the person as solid, soul, or being that exists beyond the mind and body. Because of this, they're able to see that the person is only a concept imposed upon his parts, which are called things. Chi. Chula Mikpa Ningje. We just went over it, right? The compassion of the ob towards the thing being perceived, right? Meaning that thing changing by the instant. Yeah. Okay. I think he's gonna go up, up. He's gonna keep going up in notches here. Compassion which focus on nothing. Mikmei Kiningje. Where do you see this Mikmei?
Tsongkhapa
That's,
mantra.
yes, first word.
Mikmei Tsewe Techin Chen Reisek. Okay? The kind of love that the God of compassion has is the love that sees nothing at all, meaning sees that things are empty completely. All right? That's Jason Kappa's mantra. The kind of compassion Ningje found in the mind of someone eh, who is able to make the distinction that the suffering being upon whom they are focusing, Mikpa, does not really exist, me, truly, despite the fact that their tendency to see things as existing truly does see this person as existing truly. Just because you have an innate view that they exist over there, does you can still override it with intellect and then have compassion based on that understanding. Mickey Ningje. Mick Mickey Ningje, excuse me. The compassion that sees nothing at all. What could be another level up from that? Shouldn't that be the ultimate?
Everything is you.
I would say you have to get rid. The next one has to be a lack of the innate. So the compassion of a Buddha, right? It must be. What else could it be? Mm, yeah. Hmm. Not exactly what I thought, but hmm, I don't know. Let's see. Compassion which focuses simply on the living being Semchen Tamla Mikbe Ningje. The compassion found in the mind of someone who's simply tam, focusing mikba on la, a living being, semchen, and not making any of the kinds of distinctions such as changing or whatever mentioned above. So this is just compassion. So it's not a level up, and I was wrong. Semchen Tamla Mikpe Ningje. Ningje, the compassion of which Mikpa focusing La Tam simply Semchen on a living being. Okay, that's it. Mm, okay, thank you. We are moving along mightily. Um, I have made a radical decision. I'm going to take a week off from teaching, which is crazy for me, but I'm just gonna go for it. So, the week of uh, well, first of all, May 23rd, there'll be no ACI class. There'll be two classes on May 24th in the morning, before my last G-box with Paul Franco. Um, and so that following week, I'll skip ACI, and I will teach all of course 18 at my retreat. So if you come to the retreat, we'll do all of course 18. And it will be awesome, of course. So it's not that bad of a deal. So May 20, what is the dates? 26th to the 30th, no ACI class. May 23rd, no ACI class. May 24th, two ACI classes. All right. So, everyone can take a week off too. All right. I'll remind you next week as we approach as well, but just so everybody knows. Okay? All right. I just turned my reactions on for the first time yesterday. Mariana was there. All right. All right, everybody. Mariana, work on your heart. My Zoom froze. Oh, it worked, Mariana. Good. All right, everybody. I'm gonna take a break. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Cảm ơn thầy.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you,
Come on, Hong Son.
Yeah.
Come on, Ngok. Bye.